Hello and welcome to Whisky Resource. My name's Mark. This is review number 82. Today's review I'm coming from my living room because the issue with my light in the spare room there is going to be sorted tomorrow. So I can't really do the review up there because it's too dark. Anyway, today's review is going to be of the Arran 10-year-old single malt whiskey. I purchased this from Drinks by the Dram, Masters of Malt website. Arran whiskey. It is a Highland whiskey. It's the Isle of Arran is where it comes from, but that is a Highland whiskey region. Just pour a little bit in my glass. As always, I keep a little bit back. It retails for an average price of £35.98. It is widely available on whiskey retailers specialists websites. Supermarkets tend not to carry it, however from time to time places like Waitrose would have it in stock. It is bottled at, I believe it's 46%. Yep, 46% ABV. It is non-chill filtered. It is natural colour. The Arran distillery is owned by the Isle of Arran Distillers Limited, so it's an independently owned distillery, which is good to see. I've not actually had the Arran before. I've not had any Arran whiskies before, so this is going to be a new one to me. Just some brief information about it. Let's have a look, see if we've covered all bases here. Colour, ripe gold barley. It is both bourbon matured and sherry matured, so it's a blend of the two types of cask there. It is unpeated and it comes in a chew presentation pack. So let's see what we'll get on the nose. As always, I'll be doing the value score and the final score as are right on the website, so follow the links below and you will see the how I score it. But I'll be giving me general thoughts at the end of the video. So on the nose there, it's quite fruity. You can tell that it's a higher strength whiskey. You do get that little bit of a nip coming on the nose. You're getting a bit of barley, a bit of maltiness is coming through there. It is the fruity note that's come through. I'm getting strawberries. It's a little bit similar to the Yamazaki Distillers Reserve that I reviewed not so long ago. It was actually probably 50 reviews ago, so you go check that out, the Yamazaki. But that's the kind of nose I'm getting: strawberry, lemon, a bit of heather honey as well from an unpeated whiskey. I wasn't expecting that. Bit of oak. There's a bit of that bourbon oaky influence coming through. I'm getting a bit of aniseed as well on the nose, which is a nice touch. It's an aromatic nose. You could quite, if this was a Diageo, I could quite imagine this would have a flora and fauna label to it. It's that kind of an aromatic nose. But on the palate, it's sweet, almost syrupy in texture. There's a bit of a fizz. The alcohol's there. It's not overwhelming, but it's fizzing around in the mouth, giving it a really nice feel. There's a nice balance of fruits going on. I'm not getting any of the strawberry that I had on the nose, but I am getting some citrus notes. It's got a similar flavour to maybe a Glenfiddich 12, apples and pears, with the citrus added into the mix. Bit of spice. I would say that aniseed that I got picked up on the nose has disappeared, and it's more of a cinnamony type note. Apple strudel would be a definite comparison. It's a little bitter, and I don't mean oaky, woody bitter. It's more probably from the bourbon influence. It's a bourbon bitterness that you're getting, which is oak, I suppose, but it's not similar to some of the other bitternesses that you would get. It's not a drying bitterness, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Now I've added a little bit of water in there. That's brought out a little note of baby sick, which, when I say that, it's more like a soured milk. It's not too unpleasant. It's probably too much water. And it's definitely gone more bourbon influence. The sherry, which I suppose would be the apples and pears, and the cinnamon to a degree, is dropped off. Too much water, I think. But for a 10-year-old, £35, it's not a bad price. However, like most 10-year-olds, I'd like to see it closer to £30, just below the 30, which is a bit disappointing. In terms of a score that I would give it, well, would I buy the bottle? It's certainly one I've been looking to buy as a full bottle, but there's that many full bottles that I'm looking to buy that it's kind of taken a bit of a backseat. I'm not in a rush to buy it, but I would buy it if I picked up the right price. I think I've got a decision as to what I would score it. I definitely want to try more Arran whiskies, and I think this whiskey particularly would be one that just needs to breathe a little. Once you've opened up the bottle, your first thoughts may be a bit disappointing. For the price you paid, you can certainly get a 12-year-old, which would be initially nicer, but I do think this would probably become a better whiskey over time as you leave it and let it breathe. But I would buy a bottle. It would just have to be at a reduced price, I think, to start with. But I've got a little bit left in the bottle there. I'll try it again in a few weeks, and if that adjusts me thoughts, I'll make an update. But for now, I could recommend it. £30 whiskey, maybe. I think that's